to NFL Mock Draft Central. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of Mock Draft Central with Big Pat Sports Talk. Yes, we are talking about mock drafts. I'm going to be getting into, the NFL draft and everything here soon in the off season, but mock drafts, they happen throughout the whole season, so why not Big Pat Sports Talk about some mock drafts right now? So, this one here, this mock draft is by Waller Sports, and let's get into this mock draft. All right. Now, the very first pick, they got Mr. Bryce Young, quarterback, going to Alabama. The Detroit Lions currently, I believe they have the first pick. I believe this is the updated draft order. The Lions are selecting Bryce Young from Alabama. Now, it says the Lions really need some defensive help more than anything, but they're willing to upgrade at quarterback, moving on from Jared Goff. If the Lions have the first pick, I do believe they go quarterback, but the quarterback I would actually pick for them would be Bryce Young. I think that would be his best opportunity to survive with the Lions, because they have a more wide open system. You already have a receiver there in Jameson Williams that he's familiar with. He's going to be coming off injury. So I think this would be a pretty good pick for the Lions right there, man. Now, his size issues, he is only 5'11", around 170 pounds. I think he could put about 10 to 15 pounds and still keep that athleticism. He has more than enough of an arm to be a quarterback in the NFL. And I just think with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Khalif Raymond, all those weapons out there, Swift, Jamal Williams, he may be able to make some noise out there because he adds that athletic ability at the quarterback to be able to scramble and get out of situations, unlike Jared Goff. Unfortunately, Jared Goff, he is putting up some decent numbers, but they're just not getting a win. So you upgrade that defense, have Bryce Young, yeah, you'll be pretty good. So first pick, they pick Bryce Young. Now, let's go on to the second pick. Second pick, the Houston Texans. They got C.J. Stroud, another quarterback. Yes, they said the Texans passed on all quarterbacks last year. Yeah, C.J. Stroud completing over 70% of his passes with Ohio State. And I just think they will upgrade the position over Davis Mills. They gave Davis Mills his chance this year. He only has one victory this year, so it is what it is. I think they upgrade the quarterback position there with C.J. Stroud, and they move forward with C.J. Stroud. And I think he can do well out there with the Houston Texans. He may lose Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks may opt out of his contract next year, which I think he wanted to be traded, but they were not willing to trade him. So we'll see with the Houston Texans. Good luck out there with the Texans, CJ. The Carolina Panthers, they love the quarterbacks, don't they? They got the Panthers taking Will Levis. Now, I think this is way too high for Will Levis. Will Levis' decision-making is very iffy to me, and his decision-making is terrible, and if you don't have a great offensive line, man, that dude can get you killed with fumbles and everything. Just like how Daniel Jones was early in his career. I think he's just like Daniel Jones, but his decision-making, I think, is a tier lower than Daniel Jones coming out. So we'll see. Will Levis does have a big arm, and he can do some things. So good luck to the Panthers with Will Levis. All right, Pittsburgh Steelers, they get Will Anderson. Now, me personally, I would go Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle, right here over Will Anderson. But they may want to pair him with T.J. Watt. I think that would be a pretty dynamic duo, him and T.J. Watt, depending on if Will Anderson is the legit edge threat that everybody's predicting him to be. But, man, that dude from Georgia, Jalen Carter, I really think that he can come in and he can replace the Cam Haywards, Tyson Alus, all those guys that are getting a little bit older in the tooth in Pittsburgh. But Will Anderson, I'm not mad at the pick, but I will go Jalen Carter. And speaking of Jalen Carter, at number 5, they got Jalen Carter going to the Jaguars to go with Allen, to go with the number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker, get his buddy, partner in crime, Jalen Carter. That Jaguars defensive line is going to be a monster with those three guys on the offensive line. I have no problem with them picking Jalen Carter here. I think that's probably the best pick in this first round so far in this mock draft that these guys have done. So, yeah, that's a nice pick. That's the best pick I've seen so far. Las Vegas Raiders, they take a defensive tackle from Clemson, Miles Murphy. Now, they have Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. To be honest with you, if I was the Raiders, I would go receiver here. I would go Jordan Addison to put him out there with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. I will actually get some offensive help. If they do go defense, this would be a pretty good pick, but they do not have good luck with defensive linemen from Clemson. I mean, Cleveland Farrell, he's just not the guy that they should have drafted right there. I believe that's his name, Cleveland Farrell. But I don't know about this pick right here. I think I would go Jordan Addison if I was them. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, currently 7th in the picks. I believe that would change after this week after they won, but they got Joey Porter Jr., I believe the best corner in this draft. He's the most physical. He's 6'2", great size, with speed, great man-to-man corner. He fits their style perfectly. Now, on the other hand, I would see about going to get some offensive line help, and who knows what's going to happen with Brady. So, yeah, I will stack up on that defense. I like this pick here with Tampa Bay with Joey Porter Jr. getting the best cornerback in the draft, and I really think he is. The Eagles going edge rusher, Florida State, even though they got the trade for Quinn from the Bears. They go edge rusher, Jared Verse. I'm a Giants fan, and I don't mind them getting this pick right here. With Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal, I feel good. I don't care what edge rushers you put out there. But another edge rusher stacking up on that defense for the Eagles, having another top 10 pick and having the best record in the league right now. What a deal for the Eagles. Brandon Graham. Yeah, I think they may release Brandon Graham after this season, to be honest with you. I like the pick right here for them. Have to see how Jared Verse pans out. He is looking good at Florida State, but can he be that top edge rusher alongside Hassan Reddick? We'll see. But I like that pick from the Eagles. I actually like all these picks except for that pick with the Raiders and ads. That pick from the Raiders and the pick from the Steelers. But I love the pick from the Jaguars so far with Jalen Carter. All right. The Texans win another top 10 pick. They do have 2 top 10 picks going so far. And they pick C.J. Stroud. They bring over his boy Jackson Smith-Njigba. Like I said, Brandon Cooks may be gone. This is the perfect slot receiver for C.J. Stroud. I like this pick with Jackson Smith-Njigba. They know each other. He knows how Smith runs his routes. He would definitely be the slot receiver with Nico Collins out there on the outside doing well. Love this pick right here. Ooh, now this pick right here would be deadly. If the Seattle Seahawks get Quentin Johnston from TCU, it's going to be a problem out there. It's going to be a problem out there in Seattle. If you got Tyler Lockett, who can now operate directly in the slot, DK Metcalf and Quentin Johnston, that's going to be a problem. I don't care if it's Geno, whatever quarterback out there. You got Quentin Johnston, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett on the field. Let's get it. Let's get it. Lord have mercy, what a pick right here. This is the best pick in this mock draft so far. Hands down, Quentin Johnston and DK Metcalf out there is going to be an absolute problem. Absolute problem. I do not want to see that. I do not want to see this pick right here for the Seattle Seahawks. Lord have mercy. Not only will they have 3 DBs across the board and Kobe Bryant, Jones guy at slot and Woolen, all those guys 6'3", higher, can press, can run. They can do whatever they want with those guys. Seahawks are going to get back in that championship conversation. They get a guy like this. They're already good. Pete Carroll already working his magic. Man, can you be a quarterback throwing a DK Metcalf, Quentin Johnson, and Tyler Lockett? Man, it's going to be a problem out there. That's the best pick in the draft, and that automatically makes the Seahawks a Super Bowl contender in my eyes. I'm just going to be honest with you. Arizona Cardinals, Bijan Robinson from Texas. Very good pick from them. They need a running back. James Conner is nice, but he's not John Robinson. Robinson makes that offense that much better with him and Kyler Murray in that backfield. And with D-Hop out there, still being D-Hop, most definitely. Love this pick right here by the Arizona Cardinals. The Bears, they get Peter Skoronski, huge tackle / guard from Northwestern. Love this pick right here by the Chicago Bears. They got Chase Claypool. They got Mooney. Justin Fields has progressed tremendously this past 3 weeks. Definitely the past 2 weeks. He's putting up major stats. You give him some protection and let him calm down in that pocket. Who knows what potential Justin Fields has. I love what Poles is doing out there with the Bears, man. He's going to turn that organization around. They have a lot of picks, and they got rid of some people on defense, unfortunately. But we all know that Roquan Smith probably was going to leave the Bears anyway. So the second-round pick that they gave up to get Claypool, they got it right back for Roquan Smith from the Ravens. Yes, it's a lower pick, but great job out there with the Chicago Bears. Look out for the Bears to make a run at the NFC North next year, man. If Justin Fields progressed the way I believe he progressed, that dude's going to be amazing in this league, man. You can just see it. You can see it. Put some protection around him, he's going to be good. All right. Green Bay Packers, they get Kayshon Boutte, receiver from LSU. Having a down year in college this year, but Aaron Rodgers needs some weapons out there. For all the guys who say great quarterbacks make receivers, no, that is not true. Great quarterbacks and great receivers make a great relationship. That's what it is. Kayshon Boutte, receiver from LSU. Green Bay Packers get a receiver in the first round, which they should have been doing a long time ago. But they get Aaron Rodgers a weapon there. I totally agree with that pick. The Lions are back up. They get Antonio Johnson, cornerback from Texas A&M. Very good pick. I'll have him as my third-ranked corner. They need cornerback help. And these 6'3 corners are just coming out 6'2", 6'3". These guys, I believe this is going to be the height that these guys are coming and that can run fast. That's why you see the pass yard is going down. You're going to get back to a running league here pretty soon. And a lot of people are not going to like that. But you keep getting these 6'3", 6'2 corners that can run with the best of them, it's going to happen, man. But Detroit Lions get Antonio Johnson, cornerback from Texas A&M. I love that pick. Got Bryce Young with the #1 pick. Hey, the Lions might be able to do some things. But I got the Bears winning that NFC North next year, depending on what the Vikings do. All right, Indianapolis coach just fired their coach today, Frank Wright. The Colts are in flux, and they go offensive tackle from Maryland. When you're doing a rebuild, what do you rebuild? You rebuild the trenches first. You go and rebuild the trenches. You build inside out. That's the most proven way to build a team. The only one that went against the mold a little bit was the Bengals. But that's one of the only teams I can remember building the outside in and having major success. But you build inside out. You get some offensive tackles. You get some guards. And you go forward with your quarterback, whoever the quarterback may be in Indianapolis after this year. They're going to need another quarterback. The curse of Andrew Luck is true, and they haven't bounced back from that since. But Jalen Duncan, offensive tackle from Maryland, yeah, I agree with this pick. Costanzo's going to be leaving. So Jalen Duncan, offensive tackle from Maryland, big guy, very athletic. Let's see what he can do in the league. All right, the Cincinnati Bengals at 16. They go Isaiah Foskey, defensive end, Notre Dame. Do they need another edge rusher out there with the Bengals? Yes. But I would actually see there's not any safeties that's going to be available this high. So I agree with the pick. Go ahead and build the trenches, get some help on that defensive line, and you move forward. All right, 16th pick. Oh my goodness, they might have. I'm gonna have to do. All right, with the 17th pick, the New England Patriots, they get themselves an offensive tackle from Ohio State. He can play guard as well. Paris Johnson. I love this pick for the Patriots right here. They get some more protection. Now, they're going to have to get their quarterback situation straight because Mac Jones has regressed. And Bailey Zapp, he came in and did well for a week or two, and then he blew up against the Bears. I don't know what the quarterback situation is, and maybe they need to get rid of an old foe that we had here with the Giants, old Joe Judge. They might have to get rid of him because I don't know. Their offense is looking kind of crazy right now, but nothing helps but getting some protection by getting some protection for your quarterback, like the Paris Johnson right here. Very athletic. Let's see. He has to work on his footwork a little bit to me, but Paris Johnson, he's been solid for C.J. Stroud in Ohio State. I think that's a very good pick for the Patriots at 17. Washington, no, it's not the Redskins, it's the Commanders. Cam Smith from South Carolina. This is my second cornerback on my cornerback list coming out. Cam Smith would be a godsend for those DBs out there with the failure of William Jackson. I love Cam Smith out of South Carolina, man. That dude, he's physical, very long arms, tall, good deep speed, good recovery speed, locked down in college at South Carolina. Love this pick right here by the Commanders. Woo, I'm not going to like him being out there with the Washington Commanders, but yeah, Cam Smith is that dude, man. Very good pick for the Commanders. Falcons, Jahmyr Gibbs, running back from Alabama. I would like this pick if they get rid of Cordero Patterson, but I think this is a little high for Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm just not seeing him being a top 20 pick. I don't understand it. They're gonna go with Desmond Ridder, I guess. Let's see what happens. I don't get that pick right there by the Falcons, but Falcons do Falcons things. But Jahmyr Gibbs would come in. I guess he would be the best running back on the team if you let go of Cordero Patterson. But I don't know. The Denver Broncos, Felix Uzama from Kansas State. Can he replace Bradley Chubb? I don't know.
Welcome to
he has some good traits to him. He has some a little bit of explosiveness, but I don't know. But they are going edge rush to replace what they have, and they're definitely missing your boy that's out there with the Bills. They definitely missing Von Miller, so he has some big shoes to fill. He comes out there in Denver. I like the positional pick, but I don't know if Azuma's a first-round pick, in all honesty. The Chargers, Javon Dexter, defensive tackle from Florida. They do need beef at the defensive line. Jerry Tillery, yes, they do. He has not been the guy who they thought that he would be. So, yeah, I can see that. The Seahawks, doubling up with Jared Patterson, the center. Protect the quarterback and get Quentin Johnson and DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett some time. And Jared Patterson is one of the best center in this draft. He is very smart. He knows how to call out the offensive line plays. He does it at Notre Dame. He's been doing it at Notre Dame for a very long time. And that's going to upgrade their offensive line tremendously. No more coming straight through the middle and hitting them. Yo, Seahawks loaded up with this mock draft right here, man. This is crazy. They get those two people, man. Look out for the Seahawks, bro. Just look out for them, man. New York Jets having a tremendous season this year, coming off a victory over the Buffalo Bills. They get Anton Harrison out of Oklahoma, first round. They do need tackle help. Mekhi Becton has been a bust so far. He cannot stay on the field. So, yes, I do agree with getting a tackle right here. This is not the particular tackle I think they would like. Not a very strong tackle in my opinion at 23, but they do need tackle help. And what better help to get an offensive lineman in the first round? The Jets have been hitting on all their picks, so I trust their judgment. Baltimore Ravens, Jordan Addison. Great pick for the Baltimore Ravens. Getting a route running receiver out there for, oh my God, big trust, Lamar Jackson. If Bateman can get healthy and you have him out there on the field with the best tight end in the game, the best rushing quarterback in the game, just one of the best players in the game in Lamar Jackson, and that running game, and you get two receivers that you have to respect on the outside with that monster at tight end, yeah, I totally agree with that pick. Good pick, Baltimore. Jordan Addison from USC. Came from Pittsburgh. Now, this is a guy that I would want my New York Giants to pick in the first round if he's there. Cedric Tillman, receiver from Kansas City. Lord have mercy. You give him a tall target on the outside, and I mean Patrick Mahomes on the outside that he can continuously throw back shoulder throws to when he needs, and he doesn't have to come in and be the hero from the beginning. Excellent pick right there. Excellent pick. Hey, Dallas Cowboys. Tyron Smith's replacement is Zion Nelson. I trust the Cowboys with offensive line picks. They've hit on just about every offensive lineman they've picked. So obviously, if they do pick Zion Nelson, they see something in him, and you get a replacement for Tyron Smith, who's just continuously hurt. He does not play. Hall of Fame tackle, but he does not play. He probably will be released after this year because they're going to need the cap relief. Yeah, I like that pick by the Cowboys very much. New York Giants. This is what all my Giants fans were waiting on. Jalen Jones, cornerback, Texas A&M. Yes, tall, good speed, athleticism, very physical at the line. I would love the DB from South Carolina to somehow, some way fall to us, or Joey Porter. But this is not a bad consolation prize, and Jalen Jones, Wink Martindale would know how to use this guy, and he would be the starter at cornerback from day one. He is better than Monroe. He's better than Aaron Robinson. Robinson could go to the slot where he plays the best. I love this pick by the New York Giants. All the receivers that we thought that we could get are gone. Hey, there was a run on receivers in this mock draft, so the next best position is either cornerback right here, and I love him more than Sewell from Oregon. I'm going to be doing a film review on Oregon Sue, and I'd rather go DB than linebacker in the first round if all the receivers are gone. So appreciate the mock draft of Jalen Jones coming to us from Texas A&M. Love that pick. Now, this is the most craziest pick I've seen in this mock draft. KJ Jefferson, quarterback to the Tennessee Titans, when you got Prince Willis is there. Hey. Come on, man. What are you doing?
What is wrong?
You got Prince Willis there. Let the man develop. Why are you bringing in another developmental quarterback in KJ Jefferson? Come on, man. Let's move on. That pick is ridiculous. The Minnesota Vikings, they get a center guard, which they need. They need some offensive line help, like that pick there. Buffalo Bills at 30. They get another defensive end in Will McDonald. I like that pick right there because all they need is depth right now. The Buffalo Bills are Super Bowl ready. They just need depth pieces. So get some depth pieces behind Von Miller and all those other edge rushers they have out there. I mean, what's the use of not having another body you can put out there in the first round? Bills are loaded. Eagles with another pick. They get Brian Branch, cornerback from Alabama. He's going to have to replace Bradbury or Slay here soon. I believe they keep Slay here and Bradbury there at least another year, but they're going to have to be replaced soon. They're both going to be in their 30s here soon. Brian Branch, this is a good pick because you can sit him for a year and let him develop under those two veterans. So, yeah, I like that pick there. And there's not a 32nd pick because the Dolphins had to give up their pick. But that last pick there by the Eagles, I like that pick there. You can stash them. They're Super Bowl ready as well. So we'll see exactly what they do. But that has been the mock draft right there. Basically mocking the mock. Shout out to Bro Schmo. Love the way he does these. I've been doing these for the past year. Going to start doing them a little earlier. Hopefully me and Bro Schmo can collab one time. I'll send out something to Bro Schmo. It'd be like, hey, my name's Big Pat Sports Talk, Bro Schmo. Let's do a collab together, man. You guys will love it. I'm working on that now. Just speaking into existence. But, yeah, the worst pick I seen in this one was that Tennessee Titans pick. That pick was ignorant. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, man? That pick was ignorant, man. You already got Malik Willis. Why would you take another quarterback in the first round the very next year? I don't know. I don't get it. But I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Mock Draft Central with Big Pat Sports Talk. First round. We're going to do about 2 or 3 rounds in the next video. Thank you guys. I'm going to be doing a mock draft myself. You know I'm going to be doing the New York Giants mock drafts. Had a great time doing those last season for you guys, so appreciate that. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All NFL fans, let me know what team you would want your team to pick in the first round. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button. We're gonna get 50. Let me point at you. We're gonna get 50 memberships by the end of the month. We're at 21. We are close. We have a whole month to go. We're going to get to 50 memberships, and I'm going to get back to doing What Are You Doing videos, live streams for members only. We're going to get it popping. 50 memberships. We're going to start giving away prizes and everything. Also, this video is sponsored by Sporting Hood. Go to Sporting Hood. This is a great app to where you can do sports betting and you don't have to use money. It's based off coins and points. If you want to get into sports betting, but you want to figure out how it works, Sporting Hood is the app for you. Thank you, Sporting Hood, for sponsoring Big Pat Sports Talk. Use code Big Pat Sports Talk at the sign up. Click the link in the description to sign up on the Big Pat Sports Talk. We play the game every stream that we call the games. I call the Giants games, and we do great sports betting. I'm going to be able to give out prizes, $50 gift cards here and there. Man, just go click the link in the description, sign up on the Big Pat Sports Talk, join the stream, and you can play a game for free and win actual money in form of a gift card from Sporting Hood. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the channel, the first official sponsor for Big Pat Sports Talk. Code Big Pat Sports Talk at the sign up when you click the link. But until the next mock draft central with Big Pat Sports Talk, you know what it is, man. Peace. Welcome to NFL Mock Draft Central.